All right, Shalom, Salakia. It's gonna be the second portion of the video I was just doing through the spirit. Call Halo Yamla, Yahweh Bahashim Hawashai Bahashim Hakodash. Again, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right, and pretty much in the last video, I was just making mention of how Russia, all right, is gonna be a part, all right, of the destruction of Babylon the Great. Okay, and ultimately, pretty much going into the end, all right, of Babylon the Great. You see, America. All right, so I just wanted to start at Revelation 1 at the top. And I'm just briefly running through it. It says, "And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns." Right, you see, that beast going into NATO and the EU, okay? And like it reads, "And I saw a beast rise up out of the sea," meaning the people. All right, you read that in real quick. Let's get that in Slakia. Let's go over a couple chapters real quick. Revelation 17 and verses 15. It says, "And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues." Right. You see, the scriptures are written in code. All right. So that sea spoken of in Revelation 13 is concerning the people. All right. Out of the nations. All right. Which is ultimately going into Esau, Edom. Okay. All right. Came this beast. Just going to that word beast real quick. What's it? Therion. This is an animal. All right. Bullet point 2, a wild animal, wild beast. And bullet point 3, metaphorically, a brutal, bestial man. All right. Savage, ferocious, ferocious. See? So this is ultimately talking about a nation of people or a man concerning a certain man or manner of people. Okay, those 7 heads going into, first Rome or the Greeks, the Romans, Germania Minor, Spain or the Spanish, French, all right, in Britain. Okay, and 10 horns, right? Those vassal states that derive from them. You see? Subordinate states, etc. Which, if you go into the history of Rome, they always had vassal states, etc. And just like you got it now with NATO and the EU. All right, those subordinate states under America, Babylon the Great, etc. All right, those major empires or kingdoms, that Esau, Edom harnesses. And so upon his head, the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. All right, going back to the Greeks, you see, which is the one of the first kingdoms. All right, that Esau, Edom began to start to reap the benefits of his blessing. All right, under Alexander the Great, see, and then what Rome, and then what that deadly wound. All right, or he was bound 1,000 years, and that deadly wound being healed. All right, during the time of the Renaissance, see. And his feet were as the feet of a bear, right? Going into Russia. You see? All right. And what does the feet ultimately symbolize? It symbolizes the end. All right. All right. Because like I made mention, the point of me grabbing this verse, all right, is that is that Russia is going to be a part of, the end of Babylon the Great. Okay. And just finishing it out in his mouth. As the mouth of a lion going into Britain, okay? And the dragon gave him his power, right? Rome, all right? We read down, he said he exercised of all the power of the first beast, all right? Because what America pretty much mimics, all right, kingdom that he had prior, all right, which is Rome, all the politics, etc. Like the scriptures say in Daniel, the 7th chapter, all right, that beast was diverse from the rest. He deals with the Senate, Senate House and all that. All right, that's pretty much the same way America's fashioned, based off of Rome. All right. It says, and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads, as it were, wounded to death, right? Like May mentioned, all right? When did he get wounded, like during the Roman Empire, all right? And like I said, and his deadly wound was healed, right? It was healed during the Renaissance. That's when Esau Edom came back in power, okay? And all the world wandered after the beast, right? His philosophies, etc. See? That's why you got now fucking McDonald's in China and suits and ties and, etc. Okay? They all wandered and worshiped, this place, It says, keep reading. Verse 4, and they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who was able to make war with him, right? Esau Edom, he gained his power. Okay, followed the fashions of like I said, the kingdom he had prior, which is Rome. Okay, came down with them teeth, you see, military might, etc. And like I said, who was able to make war with him, right? It's like you. Okay. And that's what we see. Okay. But I just wanted to make mention of that real quick. So let's jump back to Luke 21 and we can finish it out. And we're gonna call it that for the second portion of this video. Okay. Where we at? Oh shoot. Damn. It's lucky that's my brother. I guess his dog just passed. Okay. Anyways, let's finish this out. Where we at? We stop at Slocky. Oh man, where we at? One that far down, yeah. Verse 11, it reads, I'm gonna continue to A and P. It says, and there will be violent earthquakes, and in various places famines and deadly devastating pestilence, plagues, epidemics, you see? And there will be terrible sights and great signs from heaven, right? So, we're seeing all that played out, and that's pretty much played out, for a while now. I would say it ramped up, during 2020, the plagues, the pestilence, epidemics. Okay, and also you seen a lot of earthquakes, storms, etc. All right, that has been going and playing out in the earth, man. It says, and there will be terrible sights and great signs from heaven, right? Blood moons, etc. Okay, I believe on the Passover this year, 2025, I believe it's supposed to be a blood moon the day of, man. A full moon, you see? Verse 12, it says, but before all these things, they will lay their hands on you and will persecute you, turning you over to the synagogues and prisons and bringing you before kings and governors for my name's sake, right? All right, and we're going to go through that process, as time goes on, and it's funny because what, with Trump, doing all the deportation and I forget exactly. I was watching inauguration, but he was pretty much going into, how he's going after all the enemies of America. You see? All right. And we know who's public enemy number one, man. It's the Hebrew Israelites, man. Beginning with GMS. Okay? All right? So he's doing a lot of generalization, all right, to ultimately come against the prophets because he knows about us. And that's where I got the title of my channel from, the Prophets of Doom. That's what he calls us, man. You see? So yeah, man. We coming up on them times, man. And this is what's going to be happening. All right, prior to Yahweh Shai coming. So we were seeing it. It's in full effect. So we have to be close, man. Verse 13. This will be a time and an opportunity for you to testify about me. Ooh, it's beautiful. So make up your minds, not prepared beforehand to defend yourselves, right? All right. So yeah, like it says in KJV, said what therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall say and answer, right? So listen, ultimately, if we get caught up by these, government officials, etc., shit, even, some of our own people, man, okay? What, we ain't gonna try to come with a speech, got a written speech and all that, man. We're just gonna deal with it and let the Ruach HaKodesh speak for us, man, okay? So, yeah, that pretty much concludes the video through the Spirit. I just wanted to touch on that through the Spirit, okay? And, yeah, man. So, we're at the end, man. We're seeing, all the things, that Yahweh Shai spoke of come to pass, man. Everything's in full effect. So, our Baratazah, we be out of this place soon. Okay, with that, gonna give all glory and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechakodash. We'll say Shalom in the Bible. Okay.